Retro Rob plays everything.
Hey there gamers, Retro Rob here, and today I'm going to answer a question that none of you ever asked. Hey Rob, people are never asking me, what game systems, out of all these game systems you have back here, do you actually play? And I do have a pretty substantial collection of different game systems, but there's really only 5 that I play with any actual regularity. Now, I probably do bust out a couple extra ones, a couple times a month, but these are the game systems that really stick with me and I play either nightly or at least several times a week. Let's start with the most likely candidate. And here is number 1, the Alienware M17X. It is, of course, a laptop, and this is the thing I go to most for gaming, even though it's not the thing I talk about most on this station. One of the large reasons is I have a huge Steam collection, around 1,500 games, and I can basically play anything I can dream of on this thing. It's quite powerful. It's got an i7 processor, 1070 video card, and it's got 16 gigs of RAM and quite a bit of storage. Next, we have my Xbox One, which gets played almost nightly. And the only game I ever play on it is Call of Duty, basically. And the reason I play this is because my friends and family all play on Xbox, so we all get together and we play together. In fact, my wife has one right here that she plays on, so we can play Call of Duty right next to each other and not pay any other attention to each other. Seriously though, I've only got like 6 games for this thing. Third game system I'm most likely to be playing is the Nintendo Switch here. The fact that I can play the same games portably as I play on the big TV is a big draw for me. The flexibility in controllers is great, and I think that the selection of indie games for it is really awesome. You know I like indie games, but also there's, exclusive games like this one. I'm really gonna have to update my collection video on this one too. I keep buying stuff. If I'm out and about, I'm almost certain to have the Little Dragon King, or LDK, in my pocket. This awesome little handheld retails for under $60, and it runs everything from Atari 2600 games all the way up to the PlayStation. Even though it doesn't run the PlayStation terribly well, it can do it. And a few games are fun to play on it. It also has its own homebrew, and yes, you can run Doom and Quake on it. I wouldn't bother with Quake 2 even though I can do it, but I will tell you, this is a blast to play Doom on, and it has a very friendly appearance. People love to ask about it in public. Hey, what the heck is that thing? And you hand it over to them and they really like playing it. So it's a great little game system, and it's stood the test of time so far. Ladies and gentlemen, meet the Arcade Box, a portable version of the Pandora's Key 7. The Arcade Box is definitely far from perfect. However, if you are looking to just play some old arcade games from the 80s and 90s, and some even to the early 2000s, this is a great freaking system. It has everything. You've got Neo Geo on here, you've got some of the old classics. Again, emulation is not always perfect, but the near arcade controls, yes, they're not like full arcade quality, but they definitely feel arcade. And the fact that it's portable, I mean, this thing can actually run off of a battery. It's built-in large screen, and just the wow factor of the whole thing makes it a game system that I still pull out, even though I probably have better ways to play it. It's just great. And there we are with the 5 video game systems that I play the most. I'm going to note that the Vita was just squeaked out by the Arcade Box. They're very close in how often I play them. I tend to pull out the Arcade Box whenever I just want some brainless fun, so it beat it just by a little bit. The other thing I'm kind of curious is, what are the game systems that you guys play the most? Come on, list down the 5 that you, or maybe even just the one that you play the most. I'm really curious about what other people are playing and how that compares to what your favorite game systems are, because my favorite game systems are a somewhat different list. Definitely, I wouldn't consider like the Xbox One to be one of my favorite game systems, and it's on the most played list just because I like to play with friends and family. So like the TurboGrafx and the Dreamcast didn't make it into this list, even though they're some of my favorite game systems of all time. And maybe I'll just do a separate video about that if this video goes over well. Anyway, I want to thank you guys very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more. And I'll see you in a couple days. Bye!